Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Overnight prices for beans are up about 4 cents, corn's up a penny, wheat's down a penny. Outside markets are very quiet. Yesterday we saw a pretty violent reaction in corn and wheat to the USDA's March planting intentions and also stocks report. For the most part, the USDA found more corn acres and more corn stocks, and the wheat market tended to follow the corn lower. May have been a lot of spreading going on. Before the report, many people thought the bean report would actually be bearish. So there could have been short beans, long corn, short beans, long wheat. Open interest jumped in both corn and soybeans. It really didn't change too much in the wheat. After the dust settled, as far as the numbers are concerned, most people think that the final U.S. acreage total could actually increase from the USDA numbers. Number one, it'll be up to the weather. Number two, it'll be up to price, but also the USDA did not take into consideration 1 million less CRP acres, and also last year farmers' prevent plant was about 4 million acres. So some of those acres may get planted to certain crops. Depending upon the price and weather, it could go to beans or some of it could go to corn. The USDA did announce and predict that we would have a record oilseed planted acres in the United States in 2015. When people looking at S&Ds, they added to this year's corn carryout because of lower feed usage, and added next year's carryout because of the acres and also a bigger carry-in. In the beans, they dropped the carryout for this year a little bit due to the maybe a little bit lower residual. And also they dropped next year's because the acres came in a little bit less than what some people had hoped for. Still, this year we've got probably a 360 carryout, maybe 350, and next year have a 450 or 480 carryout. And that still offers resistance to prices if we have good weather. As far as the weather goes, it looks like over the next couple of weeks we'll see a similar pattern with some mostly net drying occurring in the Midwest. Could see some plantings beginning in a couple of weeks. Still some rains in the southern part of the United States and long range. In general, we're looking for some good conditions in the Midwest, but maybe some drying in the western part of the Midwest from the North Dakotas all the way down to Texas. And when we look at acres drop, the 2 million total acres from year on year, it's all from North Dakota, South Dakota, down into Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. These are areas that tend to get the less rainfall and where lower prices could impact plantings. All in all, we now turn to weather and see what April has in store for us as far as planting conditions, and then go from there. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.